For years, the spectre of terrorism has been used to justify the UK's aggressive foreign policy and the implementation of what many human rights groups consider draconian internal measures. But several civil servants, including former police and intelligence officers, have cast doubt over the official narrative. They say many questions remain unanswered over the alleged terrorist threat facing the UK. For example, the government says that the 7/7 London bombings were carried out by Muslim men, but there's still not been an independent inquiry. For 10 years, Tony Farrell worked as the principal intelligence analyst at South Yorkshire Police, but he was removed from his job when he concluded that the main threat to the British public comes from within the UK's establishment itself, which he believes is prepared to orchestrate bombings like 7/7 on its own soil for political ends.
The police wouldn't let me hold any alternative narrative than the one espoused by the government, and in that respect they were in denial. They never once said, in sacking me, "You're wrong, Tony." They said, "Tony, you and I will never get them to tell the truth." The balance of probability points towards, in every sort of direction, that this was an inside job. We need an overhaul of our political system and a different type of government, because our politicians, I'm afraid, are becoming compulsive liars and cowards.
Farrell admits he personally didn't see hard evidence of a cover-up, as intelligence was filtered before it reached him. But he claims there are others within the civil and security services who share his views, but don't want to rock the boat.
There are those that know that this was an inside job, but are not willing to actually stick their head above the parapet. There are those that are not alert to it and think they've got a blind faith that how could our nation commit such evil? Well, you go back to the Nazis, and you know, some of the comments that spring to mind is that the bigger the monstrosity committed by the government, the more propensity it is for the people to believe the lie. You're looking at massive corruption and a monstrous act that most people could not contemplate or government in the Western world could do.
There is a growing movement of people questioning the accepted narrative on terrorism.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I'm a structural engineer. I'm a New York City correction officer.
I'm an Air Force pilot.
I'm a father who lost his son.
We're Americans, and we deserve the truth.
For Tony Farrell, this has also become personal. He's appealing against his dismissal from the police, but for the moment he faces an uphill battle to get his views heard in the mainstream. Hassan Ghani, Press TV, London.